guess you love movies. I do too. Hi guys, and welcome back to another video, and today it's going to be a Blu Ray collection update video. Hopefully you guys had a great Christmas and New Year. I did. I got a little bit too drunk and had a little bit of a bad hangover, but I'm okay now. I may cough again more throughout this video. It still hasn't gone. It's very annoying. I picked up a lot of Blu-rays over Christmas for presents and otherwise, and today I'm just going to go through them, what I picked up, what I've already watched, and what I'm looking forward to watching again, and films I haven't seen already that I'm really looking forward to checking out. So let's get into it. So first Blu-ray is Airplane, one of my favourite comedies, just really hilarious slapstick kind of comedy, really spoofy, and I really enjoy this film a lot. It's really silly, but incredibly entertaining. One that I really enjoy watching a lot. And then I've got here Annie Hall, sort of one of the best romantic comedies possibly of all time, and probably my favourite Woody Allen film so far. I really enjoy Woody Allen's sense of humour. He's definitely divisive. Some people really like him, some people don't, but I really enjoy him. And in this film, it's very sweet, entertaining, but kind of cynical at the same time. Manhattan is kind of the less cynical version of this film, and I guess I'm a cynic, so I like this a little bit more. Yeah, that's Annie Hall. And here's one of my favourite foreign films that I've watched so far, Cinema Paradiso. It's an Italian film, and it's about, you know, it says on the back, celebration of youth, friendship, and the everlasting magic of the movies, and to be honest, that sounds perfect for me, and I love this film. I loved it when I first saw it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that again. Then I've got The Grapes of Wrath, which of course I did a review on my channel of. If you haven't seen that, check it out already. Check it out now, I would. It's a brilliant film, one of my favourite John Ford movies. It might even be my favourite John Ford film. It's a brilliant drama about the Great Depression. It's got a great performance by Henry Fonda, and I really enjoyed this film a massive amount. I think this is a brilliant film, and one of the best movies of the 1940s, which is one of, if not the best decade in Hollywood history. And what I watched last night, which is Groundhog Day, and this film is just completely and utterly timeless. Every time I watch it, I enjoy it more and more. It's one of those films that you can watch over and over again, and that's quite funny considering the plot. Bill Murray is brilliant. He's one of my favourite actors in terms of comedy. He's hilarious in this movie, but he is really good at drama as well, obviously in Lost in Translation, which is a brilliant film, probably his best film, but this really is the most sort of well-rounded performance of his career and shows off all of his extensive talents. Groundhog Day is brilliant. One of the best movies of last year, well, not last year, the year before now, but that's La La Land. Obviously, I reviewed that on my channel as well. I gave it a 10 out of 10 rating, and I still love this movie. I watched it again recently with my family, and it's fantastic. I loved it. It's just got this brilliant old Hollywood sensibility about it. It takes the best and worst, it takes the best from the old Hollywood films and a more sort of realistic edge from modern films. It's a brilliant musical, and I'd really recommend it if you haven't seen it already. Then I've got Magnolia, Paul Thomas Anderson's film. This would be his masterpiece if he didn't make There Will Be Blood. This is a brilliant film, very Altman-esque, big ensemble cast about the past, and how children who are abused or used end up becoming very damaged adults. And this is a brilliant film. Tom Cruise gives arguably the best performance of his entire career. It's a wonderful film, very touching, very powerful, and Paul Thomas Anderson, one of my favourite modern directors, makes a truly brilliant film here. Very long, just over 3 hours long. I'm looking forward to seeing that once again. Then another film that I would say is one of the best movies of 2016. This is Manchester by the Sea. I recently rewatched this. I saw it on the plane going back from Thailand. And this is an incredible film. Casey Affleck gives one of the best performances I've seen in the last 10 years. He's absolutely incredible in this film. It's massively emotionally draining, but it's such a fulfilling experience. It's a quiet film which makes the emotion, the heightened emotion, even more heightened. You know, he doesn't overact very much. He's very subtle, but when he does, his emotion does sort of explode. It feels even more real, and that's why I love Manchester by the Sea. This is a brilliant film. and arguably, alongside La La Land, I'd say, the best movie of 2016. And now, one of my favourite westerns, one of my favourite spaghetti westerns. I'm a massive fan of Sergio Leone. I really like The Good, the Bad and the Ugly and the whole of the Man with No Name trilogy. This is a brilliant film, Once Upon a Time in the West. It's slightly convoluted in plot at times, but it has some incredible sequences, especially the opening scene when it sort of introduces Charles Bronson's character. It's just an incredible sequence, and it's inspired so many other directors, specifically Quentin Tarantino, to use a sort of subtle background noise and atmospheric noise in the background to add to the suspense. And in that opening scene, it's brilliantly used, and an incredibly suspenseful and really well made western. Another film I've actually already seen, but I didn't really get to watch it to its fullest extent the last time I saw it, so I wanted to get it on Blu Ray and check it out. And that's On the Waterfront, obviously Marlon Brando in an iconic performance with Eva Marie Saint. You know, I really want to see this film. I've seen A Streetcar Named Desire, and I reviewed that on the channel. Thought it was brilliant, and I'm really expecting similar things from this. Obviously, also an Elia Kazan picture, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that again. Talking about Quentin Tarantino a little bit earlier, and one of my favourite Quentin Tarantino films, like top 4 anyway, is Reservoir Dogs. Some people think this is his best film. I don't personally believe that. I feel like it has some of the best elements of Tarantino, the dialogue and so on, but the plot is pretty simple. But I really enjoy this film a lot. Some really good performances here. And it, again, another film that's divisive. Some people really like it, some people really don't. But I think this is a really good film. And I'm really looking forward to seeing that on Blu-ray again. One of my favourite war films now of all time, and from one of my favourite directors, Steven Spielberg's Saving Private Ryan, of course. Brilliant film, great performances throughout, one of the most intense opening scenes you're ever going to see in a movie, and a lot of people, they criticise this film for having a slow middle portion, and I understand that, but there's some really great emotional scenes in that portion. And Spielberg does some really interesting things that allow more boring scenes to be much more interesting than they could be. That shows the genius of Spielberg, and I think this is an excellent movie. Really emotionally powerful, brilliantly directed. Some of the most intense, nail-biting battle sequences you're ever going to see in a movie. Truly brilliant, Saving Private Ryan. Another film that I reviewed on my channel and loved was Singing in the Rain. One of the most critically acclaimed musicals of all time, probably my favourite musical currently. I adore it. It's so fun, light, entertaining, funny, and it has everything you need in a top-notch musical. Great numbers, great songs, really entertaining, funny, satirical, you know, takes the mick out of the transition from silent movies to sound brilliantly. Grace Kelly's fantastic in the movie, everyone is great. And I love it. So, Singing in the Rain, if you haven't seen it, it's an all-time classic, and it deserves to be. And I spoke about it a little bit earlier with when I was talking about On the Waterfront, and that is A Streetcar Named Desire. Obviously, again, I did a review of it on my channel. It's brilliant. Has some of the best performances I've ever seen from Marlon Brando and Vivien Leigh. One of the best screen duos I've ever seen. That may be a video coming soon. I'm looking to do a few more lists on my channel. Obviously, I did my favourite horror movies list Halloween last year, well, the year before now. But this movie is brilliant, and it may come up on a list that I may do in the near future. But if you haven't seen A Streetcar Named Desire, I really check it out. I really think you should check it out. It's a brilliant film. And we continue the theme of movies I've reviewed on my channel, and that is Sunset Boulevard. Recently, I did a review of The Apartment, obviously Billy Wilder's film as well. And said that this was probably one of the best top sort of 25 movies I've ever seen. It's an absolutely brilliant character study. There's the cough. Satire of old Hollywood. Again, a more cynical look at the transition from silent movies to sound. Where Singing in the Rain is entertaining. This is dark and quite cynical, but real and incredibly emotionally powerful. Brilliant performances from Gloria Swanson and William Holden, and there again one of the best screen duos of all time. The way that William Holden's sort of more restrained performance balances out the sort of over the top performance of Gloria Swanson, both equally brilliant but in different ways. And a foreign film that I've been looking to see for a while, a director that I really want to explore. Obviously, I'm a massive fan of Kurosawa. I think he's a brilliant director, and I love his films like Ikaru and Seven Samurai and Ran. Some of the most stark and most memorable imagery in all of the movies for me at the moment. And another one of the great Japanese directors that I've yet to really explore is Ozu, and I'm looking to start that journey with Tokyo Story. Many believe it's his masterpiece. It's up there in the top 5 greatest movies of all time in the Sight and Sound poll from a few years ago. I'm really looking forward to checking that out. I've heard it's brilliant. The other Japanese director I'm really looking into is Mizoguchi. Obviously, he did Yugetsu and Sancho the Bailiff. So there's a few other directors I really want to check out in the meantime. And my final Blu-ray of this video is Touch of Evil, obviously Orson Welles' film noir masterpiece. I believe this has both versions on it. I originally saw it on Netflix, so I saw the shorter version, but I really loved it. I know a lot of people say that the longer version is better, so I will check that out. I may even review it on my channel for you guys. I really enjoyed this film the last time I saw it. Obviously Charlton Heston, Janet Leigh and Orson Welles in this film. It has an incredibly iconic opening scene with some brilliant camera work, truly brilliant. Obviously I'm a massive fan of Orson Welles. Citizen Kane, one of my favourite movies of all time. Third Man, again, same. And this film, I'm really looking forward to seeing again, and really looking forward to seeing how much I enjoy it, because I remember liking it, I remember really liking it, but a lot of films that you haven't seen for a while, it's really nice to see them again and kind of refresh your memory and experience them again. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing that film. So there you go, that is my update, my Blu-ray collection. These are some of the Blu-rays I got for Christmas. Eventually I may do an entire Blu-ray collection video. Obviously I did one earlier on my channel, and then I did another update for last Christmas. However, it will take ages. I have a lot of Blu-rays now. I think I have over 130 Blu-rays, which would mean a very long video. I won't be able to go into as much detail about the films. Today I've been pretty quick, I think, but I will literally just put the Blu-ray up, say what it is, and pretty much move on. If that's something you want to see, then drop it down in the comment section below. So there you go. That is my Blu-ray collection video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, drop your comments down in the section below. If there's any Blu-rays that you think I should pick up, then really, just drop that down in the comment section below. And hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Goodbye.